Komodo dragon hunting a goat secretly, 1500-word English script. The island is quiet, but beneath the harsh tropical sun, danger is hiding in plain sight. On the rugged islands of Indonesia, one of the world's most feared reptiles moves slowly through the dry grass and rocky terrain. The Komodo dragon is not a predator that always rushes toward its prey. Sometimes, its greatest weapon is patience. Today, a goat has wandered into an area where a giant Komodo dragon is searching for food, and the encounter is about to become a tense battle of awareness, instinct, and survival. The goat appears completely unaware of the danger nearby. It continues feeding on grass, occasionally lifting its head and looking around before returning to its meal. But only a short distance away, something is watching. Hidden behind dry vegetation and rocks, a large Komodo dragon remains almost motionless. Its powerful body blends surprisingly well with the island's dusty landscape. Only its eyes and slight movements reveal that it has noticed the goat. Komodo dragons are famous for their ability to detect potential food using their highly developed sense of smell. They can use their tongues to collect particles from the air and then transfer those particles to a specialized sensory organ in the roof of the mouth. For the goat, however, there is no obvious sign that a predator is nearby. It continues moving slowly across the terrain, searching for fresh vegetation. The Komodo dragon lowers its body even closer to the ground. Every movement is deliberate. It does not want to waste energy, and it does not want the goat to notice its presence too early. The distance between predator and prey begins to shrink. The goat takes a few steps forward. The dragon waits. The goat stops. The dragon stops. It is almost as if the two animals are connected by an invisible line of tension. One careless movement could change everything. The goat suddenly raises its head. Its ears move quickly as it listens to the surrounding sounds. For a moment, the dragon becomes completely still. The goat looks toward the vegetation where the predator is hiding, but it does not appear to understand what is there. After several seconds, it returns to feeding. The Komodo dragon begins moving again. Its legs push against the ground with controlled strength, carrying its heavy body forward. Unlike a fast pursuit predator, it does not need to run immediately. It relies on stealth, timing, and the element of surprise. The goat continues walking, unknowingly getting closer to the danger zone. Then something changes. The goat smells something unfamiliar. It raises its head again and begins scanning the area. Its body becomes tense. The peaceful feeding behavior disappears, replaced by alertness. The goat knows that something is wrong, even if it cannot identify the threat. The Komodo dragon remains hidden. This is the critical moment. If the goat becomes too alert, the predator may lose its opportunity. But if the goat relaxes and continues forward, the dragon may be able to get close enough for a sudden attack. The goat takes another step. The dragon waits. Another step. Still nothing. Then the Komodo dragon begins its final approach. Its head moves from side to side as it tracks the goat. Its mouth opens slightly, revealing rows of sharp teeth. The goat suddenly turns. This time, it sees the reptile. Instantly, the atmosphere changes. The goat backs away and lowers its head. The animal is no longer simply searching for food. It is preparing to defend itself. The Komodo dragon moves forward with surprising confidence. The goat may be smaller, but it has powerful legs, sharp horns, and an instinctive willingness to fight when cornered. The dragon knows that approaching from the wrong angle could be dangerous. It circles slightly, searching for an opening. The goat turns with it, refusing to expose its side or back. This becomes a dangerous standoff. The Komodo dragon wants to get close enough to strike, while the goat wants to keep the predator directly in front of its horns. Every second matters. The dragon suddenly accelerates. The goat reacts instantly, jumping sideways and turning toward the attacker. Dust rises from the ground as both animals move. The first attack does not produce the result the dragon wanted. The goat escapes the immediate strike and creates several meters of distance. But the Komodo dragon does not simply give up. It slows down and watches. The goat is breathing heavily now. It looks back toward the reptile, trying to understand whether the danger is still following. It is. The dragon begins moving again. This time, the goat decides to run. It races across the dry terrain, using its long legs to create distance. The Komodo dragon follows for a short time, but its body is built more for powerful bursts than a long chase. The goat reaches a rocky area and turns sharply. The terrain gives it an advantage. Rocks can make it harder for the large reptile to approach from the side. But the dragon is persistent. It changes direction and continues searching for a better opportunity. The goat stops on higher ground. For a few moments, it appears that the encounter may be over. But the komodo dragon remains below. It has not forgotten the goat. The predator waits patiently, and patience can be extremely important in the wild. The goat begins feeding again, but this time it remains much more alert. Its ears continue moving. Its head rises frequently. It knows the predator is somewhere nearby. The komodo dragon slowly disappears behind rocks. The goat looks around but cannot see it. This is where the secret hunt begins again. The dragon uses the terrain as cover, moving from one shadow to another. The goat turns away. The dragon moves. The goat looks back. The dragon freezes. This repeated pattern continues until the predator gets closer. Then, without warning, the komodo dragon rushes forward. The goat immediately reacts, lowering its head and preparing to charge. The two animals move toward each other. At the last moment, the goat jumps sideways. The dragon misses its ideal position. The goat turns and tries to escape again. The komodo dragon follows, but the goat reaches a narrow rocky passage. The predator slows down. A direct attack here could be risky because the goat can use the narrow space to defend itself. The dragon waits outside. The goat remains inside the rocky area, breathing heavily. Neither animal wants to make the next mistake. This is the reality of survival on a harsh island. Predators cannot afford unnecessary injuries, and prey cannot afford a single moment of carelessness. A komodo dragon may possess powerful jaws and sharp teeth, but even a large predator must choose its battles carefully. The goat, meanwhile, has survived several attacks through awareness, speed, and defensive behavior. Eventually, the goat moves farther away from the predator. The dragon follows slowly but does not immediately attack. It may be waiting for exhaustion to weaken the prey. Time passes. The sun begins moving lower across the sky. Shadows become longer, and the temperature begins to change. The goat continues searching for a safe route. The komodo dragon remains nearby. Suddenly, the goat makes another mistake. It moves away from the rocky shelter and enters a more open area. The dragon notices immediately. Its head rises. Its body becomes tense. The predator begins advancing. This time, the distance is much smaller. The goat senses the movement and turns around. The dragon stops. The goat takes a step backward. The dragon moves forward. Another step. The goat turns sharply and attempts to run. The komodo dragon launches a powerful burst of speed. The goat manages to stay ahead, but the predator is now much closer than before. The goat changes direction again, trying to confuse the attacker. Dust fills the air. The dragon continues forward. For a few seconds, it seems as though the goat may finally be caught. But then the goat reaches a steep rocky section. It climbs quickly, using its hooves to grip the uneven surface. The komodo dragon follows only a short distance before slowing down. The terrain has once again given the goat an advantage. The goat reaches the top and looks back. The predator remains below. For several moments, neither animal moves. The goat has survived another dangerous encounter. The komodo dragon eventually turns away, disappearing into the vegetation. But this does not necessarily mean the hunt has truly ended. In the wild, predators often abandon a pursuit when the energy required becomes greater than the possible reward. The goat remains on the rocks, watching carefully. It has learned a valuable lesson: danger can appear without warning. The komodo dragon, meanwhile, continues searching for food elsewhere. Its hunt may have failed this time, but the island offers many opportunities for a patient predator. This encounter shows why survival in nature is never guaranteed. The komodo dragon has powerful jaws, sharp teeth, strong limbs, and an incredible sense of smell. But the goat has speed, agility, horns, and awareness. Neither animal can rely on strength alone. The predator must use strategy, while the prey must use every available advantage to stay alive. What makes the encounter so fascinating is the secretive nature of the hunt. The komodo dragon did not begin with a dramatic chase. It began by watching, waiting, hiding, and slowly reducing the distance. In the natural world, the most dangerous moment is often the moment when you do not know danger is nearby. The goat may have escaped this encounter, but the island remains full of threats. Somewhere beyond the rocks, another predator could be waiting. And somewhere in the dry grass, the komodo dragon may already be searching for its next opportunity. On these remote islands, survival belongs to the animals that can adapt, remain alert, and make the right decision at exactly the right moment. The secret hunt between the komodo dragon and the goat is a powerful reminder that nature is not scripted. Every movement matters, every sound can reveal danger, and every escape can come down to a single second. The goat survived this encounter, but the komodo dragon remains one of the island's most formidable predators. Its patience, stealth, and powerful hunting abilities make every encounter unpredictable. In the wild, the next hunt is always waiting.